think we should be live on YouTube, or at least we should go live on YouTube. Normal water cooled AC near the door. Yeah, but I don't have a door. I don't have a door. I have one door in my entire house. Two, if you count the bathroom, but that's not really a door. But I have one door, and it's the front door. That's it. That's the only door I have. It's the only door I got. All right. Eggs' house, right? Eggs lives in a row. Boom, 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 boom. There's a row of houses. I'm very bad at drawing. Also, I'm not really doing it justice. But you have door, right? Door, window, and then window, right? Then you've got roof with another small window in it. That's Eggs's house, right? If we now go, I know what you say. I know what an evaporative cooler is, but if you look at the inside of my house, right? This is like, come on, stop fat fingering a keyboard. Let's say that this is like one of those slices of your home, right? You've got floor, right? This is where the front door is, door, right? We've got staircase. If you look at, that's where so you see the little shelves. That's where the staircase is. That's where the staircase is. That's the way I come in. There's no, there's no door. There's no room in here. I've got like one small dividing wall over here, which is like my bathroom, right? Bathroom where I take like the bestest of the poops, and then I have another staircase going up where my bed is, right? Bed. That's where all the magic happens. And honestly, if I'm gonna be real honest, this is not even a full floor. This is like, it's like that. So that's staircase. It's almost a ladder almost. Staircase, staircase. Desk is right here. That's where the desk is. So there's no real way to put, like, I can open a window here. Right? Window right there. Behind me, as you can see, curtains right there. And then that's it. That's my house. There's no doors. There's this one door. And then I have like a doorway with like a sliding door right there. There's not a lot of space in here. It's very tiny, actually. Very tiny. Just build a windmill. Now you got it. I got a windmill. Well, technically, I have a windmill. It's a fan. Technically, I have a windmill. You know. It's really good in the winter, though. Like, I don't need much in the way of heating, I don't need much in the way of heating. Just saying. Just saying. Okay, so if we go back to actually Minecrafting, I need a way. This is I need a way to store mobs and to store let's restart. I need a way to store mobs is one, but also dispense them in sequence. Because this is gonna be for the boss fights. Which means these will be either filled with iron golems or with witches. Now, what that means is I've already figured out how to load them. Oh god, that's not. I've already figured out how to load them. Let me get one of you, and then I feel like I forgot what that color is. It's going to be blue. Right there. So, loading is fairly easy. We can use these guides. Let's reset the entire system. So, if we talk about loading the system, it's fairly easy. I'm not talking about getting the mobs in the minecarts, which are going to be a pain, but once they're in a minecart, I could just have the minecart get in there, and it's going to flip that rail, right? And then you can send another one in, and it's going to flip the rail again. And then you load up the entire bank. Basically, load up the entire system. Hello, Longcat. Welcome in. And then you're good to go. Because then if I release this guy, right, it's going to go all the way down. Boom. And then it resets that rail again, so I have a way in. So I can load up another guy. So that I've already got. This is good. Now I need to figure out a way to dispense them in sequence, meaning we always want to dispense the first one and not the second one. If the first one is empty, we want to dispense the second one. And so on and so on. Right? I tried to do it with this stuff where we kind of just load them up, right? But we're gonna have to invert the signal, I think. No, it's correct. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna restart this entire thing. Try once. I mean, I've already tried once. It's just gonna send all of them. See, it also primes all the other ones, so it's not. This is not working. Not the way to go. I've already added the light. I tried working on this yesterday for I think 3 hours. And I haven't really found a tutorial that gives me the same answer. Because I know there's vanilla ways of doing this, right? I've already added delays and there's 40 ticks on there, stuff like that. And then here we had like 30 ticks. So, hello Lexi, welcome in. So what we need to do, let me get rid of everything in this section. Piston extender that extends a piston. We already had that in there. What we need to do, we're gonna dumb it down and we're gonna really break apart the problem, right? So what we need to do is we need to see if this guy is empty, and if this guy is empty, we need to prime this guy, not all the rest of the guys, right? So what we could do technically, what are you making? We're making a so for the dungeon, we need bosses. We need two bosses. We need a mini boss and a main boss. The mini boss is gonna be two witches, which are fairly easy to take care of. They're a bit annoying, but should be fairly easy to take care of. Right. The two witches, we need to store them somehow, right? And so what we're trying to make is a system that's going to hold a bunch of witches, and when we send a signal through this entire system, it needs to dispense only one, not all of them, just the one. So what we're trying to figure out is how can we make this sequenced. right? How can we make this single out one of these minecarts? Let me rebuild this over here, just so I have an idea of, and I can like work around it. Boom. Okay. So we have you. Hey eggs, have been a while. Do you have a way to them after they have been slaughtered? I'll do like a bulk amount of witches, because let's be honest, this is a dungeon that they're only gonna run it once, right? So I need at least 16 witches. That's it. That's all I need. 16 witches is more than enough. Um, it's more than what I need for the plan I have. Now let's say I do hear that people are enjoying it and they want to play it more. We can always add extra guys, you know? Redstone bulls? What's a redstone bull? Bulbs. Oh, maybe we can figure something out. Okay, but this is basically one slice of this cake, right? Basically one slice of this cake. Now, if we put this guy in here, maybe we should power all of these. It flips it around, which is great. Can troll chambers generate witches? Could be easy. No, you don't. There's no troll chamber witch. The only way to regenerate witches is a witch farm, or you do villagers and lightning, which I might do for the first 16 or 17 witches that I need. I'll just get 20 villagers in a pen, strike it with lightning, and that should do the trick. Also, get really good at avoiding potion effects. We'll need a lot of that. So this is basically what we have over there, but it's one slice. Now, how can we see if we have? Can activate it? I mean, yeah, sure, but so what you're saying is we do bulb here. Let me reset this. Okay. You definitely need a dual dungeon for Foxy and Mr. Beastbone. Maybe fun. Yeah, that's. I kind of want to do that in the future one if I have time for it, because you know I do want to get to like base building one day. Okay, so this guy doesn't power anything. It can only take a redstone output, which is fine. It's not ideal, but it's fine. Read using, yeah, I know you can only read it, but that's gonna make this so much bigger. Then piston right there. Now the thing is, what are we doing with this? Because that's only activating when there's, oh, so that's activating when there's one in the bank, right? Yes. But then we still have the problem. See, this is where my problem is, right? If we do this trick where we have redstone running into this, right? And then we have an input right here. if we do it like this, that means every time I have a system that's active, right? Let me mock one up again. Every time I have a system that is active, copper bulb goes in here. We turn this on because we're simulating that there's a minecart in here. Or maybe we can just send one in. Maybe that's the option that we should go for. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so if I send in another minecart, boom. Now, if I send a pulse through this, right? And do I have a comparator somewhere? Nope. You can move it up using redstone to direct. Yeah, I know. What my point is, if I now send a signal to it, it's gonna dispense 2 minecarts. It's gonna dispense 2 of them, which is not really what we want. Right? Or am I wrong on that one? So if I now put a pulse on here, let's say a button, 2 of them. Also, why did they suddenly come back? Oh, I need this to be like 20 ticks. Yeah, what I'll mirror this on the other side, and so I'll dispense 1 because you need to know that this is the setup, right? This is the setup. Just imagine behind this is a bank of witches, each for one of the chambers, right? And so we'll have 1 minecart coming up here, boom, 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 and then from the other bank, we'll have a minecart coming up here. So it's 2 different witches, do 2 different banks. So if I can get 1 to work, I just need to mirror it on the other side. But this is okay. So that works if you only have 1 of these, basically. Let's do. But the moment you need more, or the moment you have more in the bank, you're stuck, right? I think, but that would mean I need to load up another instance of the game. I think I have something similar in. Let me look for it. Give me a second. Minecraft, vanilla Minecraft. That's what I need. That is what I need. I'm gonna run 2 games at the same time, so let's hope that does well. Mumbo Jumbo may have a video on this. I know, but still, I need to. I want to figure. I kind of want to figure it out on my own, you know. Let's hope that my computer can run this at the same time. Um, he's one of the top redstone. It depends on what type of redstone you think of. Single player test world. I know what I'm doing. Let's not break the computer. It's not. Ooh. Vanilla redstone? Yeah. Oh, and then I need to. Yeah, right. I need to fix that. Give me a second. Studio mode. We go into where's my full games folder. Welcome to Vanilla Minecraft chat. I know you guys are not used to it, but welcome to Vanilla Minecraft. uh, it's gonna be laggy. That's. I need to figure out where did I put my game. Boom. I have a game somewhere that utilizes a very similar concept. Uh, no, not this way. Maybe if I go this way. Okay, we've got games right here. You might, if you watch Hermitcraft, you might recognize this. I also kind of want to build this on the Just Create server one day, but with packages instead of armadillos. But over here, I have a very similar setup. Oh, that's how I did it. That's actually, yeah, that would work. So, yeah, no, that would work. Take a screenshot. Oh yeah, no, I'm doing one better. I think I've got light medic on this, or maybe not. I do. Look at that. Um, let me go area selection. We are gonna take all of this. Boom. Up till right here, and then we'll figure out what we need. So that's our input basically. Oh, dude, I'm so much smarter. Past eggs is so much smarter than I was, than I am right now. Area configure schematic. Mob. What should I call this? Mob bank, I guess. Yes, bank. Schematic. Okay. I do need to go into resource banks. Open folder. Done. We can close out of that. First of all, let me change out my screen capture again. Where you at? Wait, where is my other Minecraft? Okay, yes. I'm gonna close out of this one. To here. Okay, we're back. We're back. We're back. I need to go into this folder as well. If you don't know where your folder is, open your pack folder and then you can backpedal wherever you need to be. So users.minecraft. Where does it? Schematics. Come on. Right there. Schematics. The mob bank. What are you guys in? Kill the wandering trader. If I was in actual, like, on the server, I would. But I don't think we should today. Load schematic. Mob bank. Load it. I know. Alrighty. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Let's bring it over here. just so I can have it clean. Go down. Okay. Okay. Let's get our wool place. And the rest I should be able to paste in place, right? Do I not have the paste oh god. Nope, nope, nope. We don't need that. Wait, what? Why did I suddenly have shaders? That's not the shader button. Okay, I don't care about rotation. I just need one bank and then I can copy it. I'll be fine. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna build it. Okay, redstone there. I don't know what these do. Oh, I do know what these do. Its size can be reduced. I know. I just need one segment and then I can see or know what I'm doing. Pum pum. Go right there. Hello, Rachel. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. And then we've got this guy. Here. And then it's just our rail blocks basically. So no using the create mechanics and new redstone such as bulb. I want to do so. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rebuild one of these sections first, and then I'm gonna see what uh what I can improve, what I can maybe make shorter or stuff like that. So we do because this was built in before bulbs basically. Also, you don't really need bulbs in here. I don't know how we powered that though. Oh, that powers because if this one's powered, it's on? Question mark. Bulbs. Yeah, I know what a bulb. It's a T flip flop. I know what a T flip flop is. Don't worry. Don't you worry. So we are coming in from this side. We get you, and then one of you. So what are you building? What you trying to building? We are building a mob bank. And that's a very fancy word of I want to be able to store mobs and dispense them whenever I want. That's the plan. That's the idea. So we do that. Good. I don't know how I got. Oh, easy. Right. So technically, if I send in one of the guys, one of the minecarts, this should work. Let me power all of these guys. Wait, can I not? How did I? Okay. I put Windows 11 on a 15-year-old. The only problem I had was WinPM, TPM. I mean, depending on the laptop, should be fairly good. So let's load it up. Boom, my card stays. And then I don't know why this is a thing. Oh, dude, I'm so smart. Past me was super smart. Because now if this one's full, it closes this guy off. Right? And so on and so on and so on. Dude. I should get a medal for being smart enough to figure this out on my own. And this one powers that guy. Dude. I should give myself a medal, really. Hello, Blue Cipher, welcome in. Should give myself a medal. I deserve it. Are you build done? What do you mean by that? Dude. Right there. He's building a different one? Yeah. And then like that. So now, if I send the signal through this, let me get one more minecart in there. Let's just load it up. Right, okay. Boom, we'll take this as an output. So now, if I hit this button, it's going to send the first one. Huh. Oh, never mind. I'm stupid. Again. Sometimes I just need to prove myself that I'm actually stupid. What's the goal for this? So in the dungeon, we have boss fights, and we need to load up the bosses. And this is their holding chambers, basically, until somebody can fight them. Okay, I don't think we need to make it better, really. I think going for good old-fashioned redstone is the way to go. I think good old-fashioned redstone is the way to go. I don't think we need any create components in here. Just look at the freaking. It looks so good though. Get you in there. Okay, and then that's the only annoying part. You can't update rails. Once they're in place, they're in place. Yeah, dude, I think this is the way to do it. And then we just do 8 of these. It's 31 degrees here. It's 32 over here. Don't worry about it. Drink enough water and figure out a way to get cool, or at least cool enough to be functional. How do I? We have 8 people, right, on the server, so that's a minimum of eight runs. Let's say we do 2 extras on both sides. That means this thing needs to be 10 units long, so double of what I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Dallas area here, about 60 from Paris, Texas. Yeah, Northern Europe, or Central Europe, I should say, here. Wait, isn't 30 degrees Celsius, isn't that like an easy day for Texas? Or am I wrong on that one? I could be wrong. Explain how this works. I will in a second. Because we're gonna make another segment, and it's easier to do so when we're actually building a segment. But first I need to get the rails in place. And then this is our output. Supposed to get 295. Okay, you're in the middle of the day, correct. So what we're doing is we're looking to see if there's a minecart in there. So like let's see this one. So minecart goes in there, right? Never mind, it doesn't do its job. Why, do your job? Because I am probably stupid and I forgot an important part right here. Anything else I forgot? I think that's it. I think that's the only reason I messed up. So minecart goes in. Oh, never mind. I forgot another important part. Which is this one. The fact that this one needs to go down. Right. So, minecart is stacked in here. What we want to happen is this one is going to be loaded up with minecarts, right? And the moment it's full, we want it, and we dispense a minecart. We dispense a mob, a boss fight. We want the first one to leave, but the rest we want to stay. So what's happening here is we are looking over here. We're looking to see if this one's full. Close this guy off, right? There's no signal going from here to there. Now, if I take this guy out, you see how that suddenly moved up? How this guy suddenly moved up? If I put it back in there, you'll see that these guys switch around. So only the closest guy to the start. So if let's do this. Let's go and put an exclamation mark here. So the closest bay to the exclamation mark with a minecart in it is gonna get power, basically. So if I do this and we load it up entirely, and let's say I only have this guy full, now these are empty, what's gonna happen when we build this entire thing up this guy's gonna get dispensed first. Does that make sense or not? I'm not good at explaining things, but does that make sense? If not, tell me, please. Because I do want you guys to understand what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. So, and then when we start the dungeon, the only thing we have to do is send a redstone pulse through this to this guy, right? And that's just going to select the one that's up. All the rest, the ones that are down, are going to stay in their bay. Somebody's waving. Wait, who's waving? It's the little emoji. Where do you see an emoji? Oh, yeah. Okay, no, I understand what you're saying. I understand now. Yeah, man. Crazy idea. Maybe make a dungeon train. In what way? Because there's gonna be a minecart in the dungeon, at least to take you back from the dungeon to your starting point. If you're talking about make a dungeon on a train, that could be cool if we had like added mechanics. Because stuff, definitely redstone on a train does not work. All this or equivalent in create train. See, the thing is, all of this will not work on a train the moment the train start moving, but the moment you turn your contraption into a train, all the redstone just loses functionality. You could do like parkour on a train, but that's about it. And it's not like an animated parkour where you can move things, because again, that won't work. Yeah. Proof of concept. Yeah, proof of concept could work. It would be a big train though. A big train. Battle train. We could. We could. Hello, Daniel. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Okay, let's get all of these guys in. Nope. Nope. Thank you. Thank you. Some good old-fashioned vanilla redstone. Would you look at that, chat? Doesn't it look good? Okay, why are you not... Okay. What am I missing? We are going in, which is great. Why? Wait, what? Why are these not flipped? What am I missing? Have it so all track... wait, so it goes on tracks to all train bases. Maybe. So there's one in there. This one should be flipped around. So should this one. Um, Not every day, just for like an event. Okay. Then this one. Yeah, now we're good. I don't know why that suddenly happened. Keep an eye on it. Did it flip? It did flip now. Wee. And that's all of them? Yep, that's all the bank. That's the entire bank done. And now, if I empty them out, it should go this one first and then go gradually along the way. So one. And we're off. Right, we're done. Then we do the other one. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna play it smart. Just so I can actually see it happen. Every 30 seconds. Maybe not every 30 seconds. Every 10 seconds. Come on. What did it not send in? Heh. Come on, unload. It's not sending a signal through for some reason. Is it just too fast? I think it's too fast. Because you do have that with these guys, is that the tick is not a standard redstone tick. It's like it's faster for some reason. And you add like this guy in there. Yeah, see now it worked. We should see them unload one by one. Never mind. Apparently not. Okay, but now we're missing another another thingy. Why are you still on? Torch, yes, torch, yes. On, off. Ah, right, I missed these guys. It's my fault, chat, it's my fault. Come on. Next one, it's every 10 seconds, so the next one should be coming in anytime now. Except for if I made another mistake. It's definitely dispensed another one. And right now we are not doing anything. Never mind. Why are you all... Oh, dude, I forgot like half the redstone. I forgot like half the redstone. I'm confused. I know, I forgot the repeaters. I was like, what is going on? But it's actually my mistake. Okay, let's try this again. Let's break contact over there. Go every 10 seconds. We got one. Okay, it's good. That's also good. Hello. Okay, how do I say your name? QWE Qui? How do I say that? Okay, that works. And then this is just our input. We just put like a redstone link on there, and that's our input. At the start of the dungeon, whenever somebody enters the dungeon, we reset every door, every mechanic that's like a one-time trigger. We also triggered this. Now we need to mirror this on this side, and I think that is gonna make it look so much better. Applause. Thank you. Thank you. I know. I'm pretty smart. Um. Do you guys ever have this problem where you're kind of hungry, but it's also too hot to eat right now? So you've been putting off eating for an entire day, even though the fact that you haven't eaten since you woken up, but it's way too hot to eat something, so you don't eat at all. Is that something that's recognizable for you guys? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. I cooked dinner today. Dude, it's almost 8 and I haven't had breakfast. Although I don't usually eat breakfast, but I will have like an early lunch. But even that is not something I've done today. I haven't had lunch even. I've been drinking a lot of water though. Maybe that's why I don't feel hungry. It's because my stomach is filled with water. Okay. What time is it for you? It's um like it's 7:45 almost. And you haven't eaten anything? Nope. I mean, I had like 3 hazelnuts, and that's about it. And a lot of water. And you guys think why I'm fat, right? I keep thinking, I keep asking myself the same thing. It's like, why the heck are you fat? It's because I don't do anything except for sitting in a chair. What's Project Redmod? I have no idea what that is, so I can't help you, really. How do you come up with all these ideas? They look so complicated. Um, I couldn't tell you really. Uh, it's very much a case of being curious enough to try something, right? And just figuring things out as you go. There's a lot of things that I have realized are impossible to do with what's currently in the game. So not everything works all the time. Uh, but most of the time, if you have an idea, it's you can figure it out. It's not that it's. I'm not gonna say it's quite simple because you do have to like know the basic contraptions, like what a T flip flop is, and like what it does. It's very important to know. Because that's how you just are able to use these things. It's it's a puzzle basically. A redstone add some redstone cables and bundles. I don't know how I think about redstone cables. I feel like a redstone is more than enough the way it is. But then again, uh, I'm not. I keep saying I'm not a redstone person, but I mean, look at this. look at it. I'm not a redstone person. That's not what I do. Um, so we need 2 more. What are we building, my dude? We are building a mob bank. Um, it basically stores mobs for us until we need them. Try to see what I still need to add. Logic gates, but you can make logic gates with redstone as well. You're using different colored walls, so you're definitely a redstone person. I find I find that redstone itself has a beautiful aesthetic. Uh, and a lot of people scare away from redstone, from using redstone as well. But I feel like just redstone in general is such a cool thing to have in the world. It does when it's done right. I mean, even just if it's not done right, I would say it's got a certain amount of aesthetic. Uh, Mumbo jumbo style. Not always. I feel like a lot of his contraptions are like very compact. They're all like, and you can't really see the redstone, what it does, what it's doing. Like right here, I don't think he would ever do it this way. He would figure out a way to make this a lot compacter than it is. But I feel like just seeing this looks good, in my opinion, I guess. Maybe not everyone shares that opinion, but oh well. Why don't you? Because it's not a copy; it's a mirror. If I would have copied it, it would have gone the other direction. I want both outputs at the same side, which means it's not a copy; it's a mirror. Okay, so that is that, and then we do. Wait. Then we do these guys. Huh, wait, what? No, I'm on the wrong. One asymmetry, maybe. I don't think one does one asymmetry do redstone as well. Does it actually do redstone? I don't know if it actually does redstone. I don't know. I like having I like just doing it manually. We're not in a hurry. It's not like I need to be super productive today. We just need it to function. It does all blocks and items. I don't know. Kind of like just the simpleness of placing blocks by hand. I know for big builds, it's definitely interesting and like probably handy as well. I don't know. I don't know. I've never used it except for that one time when I planted seeds for Chosen. Maybe it's just something I need to look into. Here, grab everything we need. Just think of the time lapse this is gonna. Think of the time lapse this is gonna create. Boom. Go all the way over here. Oh, I'll do it the long way. I know. That's what I keep saying. I like the simpleness and then the slow pace of placing blocks. Then 6 in the video. I know. That's I don't really care about that. I don't know what to say to you guys. Like yes, all your points and all your arguments are valid. But it doesn't change the way that it doesn't change the fact that I like doing it this way. I'm not saying you guys are wrong. I'm saying this is the way I do it. Also, see, people keep telling me, how do you learn how to do redstone? This is the way to do it. It's not figuring out a loophole to mirror something. It's by doing it the old-fashioned way and placing in all the freaking parts over and over and over and over and over and over. Practice, 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 practice. That's how you get good. Right? You get good by repeating certain things over and over and over. So I will know how this works by heart at the end of this video. I'll be able to make this on another world or in another way, or maybe use like only that mechanism in another thing. I learned redstone being an electrician. I can see that, yeah. I can see that. Okay, now we load up this side as well. And hopefully it works. It's like play League of Legends. You have to play 5 to 10 games a day. I mean, yeah, it's just building a skill set. You don't get a skill set by doing something else, you know? By not getting it done correctly. All right, let's set up some redstone links. We'll do my cart. Get wrench. Part. And then I'll just have like a central block so I can see both of them leave at the same time. And a button. Okay, so now if I do this, if I've done this correctly, right, which it does look like it's working, we should push this button. Both of them should leave at the same time. Never mind. Did I make a mistake? Oh, I'm stupid. Oh, dude. Look at it. Oh. See, this is why I like redstone. Look at the aesthetic way of the mechanical aspects of just everything moving. That's also why I like Create, by the way. It's not so much the fact that you can automate everything, it's that you can... There's a mechanical aspect to it. You just fill them up. Oh, dude. Something like this is just... It's perfect, you know? And that's it. That's all we need. That's gonna be 10, 20 witches just sitting there, waiting for the players. No, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna link these guys. I'm gonna link these redstone links to the entrance, which is over here. So this is the entrance, right? They come in here with their key, right? And then they put their key on here, and then that kind of activates the entire dungeon. So everything that's a one-time trigger in the dungeon, like doorways, for instance, this guy, or this guy over here, right? These are one-time triggers. Everything is gonna get reset with this output over here, with this guy. Everything's gonna get reset by that. And so the same thing goes over here. That system, that system will go somewhere around here, and then we'll have like two little spaces in here, two little nooks in here that are gonna allow us to put in, to use the minecart to put in our mob. So we'll have like a minecart track over here running along the side. And then just kind of make it look good. Try and make it look good at least. But we'll have an activator rail sitting right there. So we'll have rail system, minecart system going like that, activator rail, and that's gonna put our mob right here. I think to hide it, I'm probably just gonna use a banner. Maybe we do copycat blocks panel. We do that, right? Or, but I think that's gonna make that not a spawnable block. What we could also do is use this board, copycat board. Now I don't think that makes a spawnable block anymore then. Right? Instead, yeah, I think there's a ghost block in there, so it'll just put it on, put the guy on the tracks. I think we can test it out though. We can definitely test it out. Maybe this is something we should do. Isn't there a ghost block in? I know, but still, that doesn't really fix the problem we're having. What are you doing? We're figuring out how we're gonna get the witches that we're storing in that bank in here. So we'll do activator rails so we get some speed. We're gonna be zooming. Definitely not understand what we're doing, but is that a trop? Yeah, it's a mob transportation. So all the mobs that we're storing in those guys, those are going to be 20 witches, and we're going to dispense 2 witches at a time. This is a mini boss battle that the players are going to have to fight. So the players are going to come in through here, right? And we'll have one witch sit over there and another witch sit over there. So they have to like parkour up while being pelted by witch potions. Defeat the witch, deposit bottle, and then get over to the other side to do the same thing. Deposit the bottle again. But every time, so they kill the witch, right? So we need to reload the witch when the dungeon starts again, which is what we're testing out right now, basically. Villager. I'm testing it out with villagers because this world's on peaceful. So get in there. Annoying little guy. Minecart. Now that I've explained it, you get it. Okay. Oh, somebody. What did you guys print out? Ooh, we have a fortune for 11 centimeters. It's a good one. It's a good one. Come on, focus, please. I have a dream. Time to go to bed. It doesn't want to focus for some reason. But that's what it says. That's your fortune for today. It's time to go to bed. Let's turn you into those guys. So what happened? Wait, I didn't do the thing. Oh, I need to power the activator rail. It should be this one, I think. No, definitely not. And these need to be stairs. So that it's not a full block and then he doesn't take any damage. Stair upside down. Stair upside down. Boom, boom. Activate. So now this guy is sit over there, which is great. Now what I want to test out though is, let me break in here. Now what I want to test out is if I do that, I'll put them in here again. Boom. Have him loaded up. What if I place two boards in here? Copycat board. Right, like that. Get rid of view. Is it still gonna put them in here or not? Oh, it put... Okay, never mind. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. Hi, I'm stupid. How are you? Over there. Take you again. Where did he go? Oh, he went there. Never mind. So now we've patched this up. It looks like it's just a hole, right? A hole in the wall. There's no rails visible, which would be the ideal scenario if there's no rails visible. Yeah, see, it just puts them on the spot, which is annoying. You're annoying. You're annoying. How can we hide this? Got a pane, flat pane. What we could try and do is have this dip down, maybe. So instead of it being here, we have this one lower. Activator rail goes right there. Nope, that's not right there. Then we just need to make sure we're not. So then I can do stair right here, block right there. I think that should work technically. And it's just gonna try and put it on the closest block that is not a full block, which I hope is not this one. So I might actually have to do this and this again, just to make sure it doesn't pick this rail block. I don't know if it's the phone, but I'm just mumbling to myself. I'm thinking out loud, which is what happens. You guys definitely can remind me to speak up. I don't know if this is better or not, but come on, get in there. You know you want to. Oh wait, oh god. And you're gonna give me a heart attack one day. Thank you. Thank you. So does this work? It oh, never mind. Uh Never mind. Again, I'm stupid. Let's all say it together. Hi stupid. How are you? One day. One day. I'm gonna these villagers are gonna do my bidding. Today is not that day. Oh, wait a second. Oh, oh, that's clean. That's clean. And technically, I could do the same. Wait. Chat. I don't have to make a cubby at all. I can replace this entire bottom part of the wall with freaking stairs all the way up till here, right? Get rid of this. And just do it this way. Have activator rail right here. Of course, we need to power it with a good old-fashioned lever. This is how you get good at redstone, guys. You gotta play around with it. Yeah. Get rid of all that. Don't need it anymore. In your dungeon, do you have a trap using a fan and the thing you put on the fan? You can pull people to it, perhaps over lava. That's an idea I have for a different dungeon, for another dungeon, if I ever get to one. But it's not in this one, no. No such thing in this guy. If I ever build another dungeon or get to another dungeon, maybe. But oh god, can we send it back? Maybe. Pick him up. Great. Now let's see if this actually works. Oh, dude, that's gonna be so much cleaner than actually having like a hole. Because from this side, except for that line of light, which you're not gonna have because we're underground. That's oh, dude, that's the way to do it. I think we found a way to do it. And then we just destroy the minecart over here and send it back to our loading zone. I think we've got it. I think we done it. In an hour and a half as well, which is crazy. And then we have a similar system over here to load this one. And I'll probably have it in the opposite. Like I'll probably have them come in from here, this way, and then destroy the minecart over here. Because okay, let me go into this camera. I'm gonna show you how far we're on this thing, right? On the actual server. I need to restart Minecraft. Sorry, it's gonna take a while. Play. Booting up. Also, now I am getting hungry to the point where I can't ignore it anymore. So while Minecraft's loading, I'm gonna go and get a rice cracker. So I'll see you all in a second. Damn it! It doesn't do it on that camera, but you're fine. Okay, I'm back. Also brought another bottle of water. This is a rice cracker. It's basically puffed rice bits compacted into a disc. It's a really good snack if you want something that's low calorie. It does kind of feel like styrofoam. Kind of feels like you're eating styrofoam. I didn't think anyone ate those before. I like them. I like this. These are just the plain ones. What's the taste? Kind of like styrofoam. No, just think about the puffed rice cereal, right? But the unsweetened and unflavored ones. Oh, that's what it is. It's a bit of salt in there somewhere, but yeah. I'm loading in the chunks. Give me a second. Yes. Why do you know what styrofoam tastes like? I'm not gonna answer that question. So these are really good, chat. These are really good. If you want something that's low calorie, but they're also very good if you're just, I don't know, you want like a mid, because they still have like a satisfying crunch to them, right? Which is really good. And then if you put some peanut butter on it, or some cream cheese, for instance, even better. But I like them plain. Okay, so let me finish this up. Right. Uh, the dungeon. What have we done? I've built all the bulk. So most of the bulk of the dungeon is done. Right. We've got like the entrance chamber still needs to be decorated, but this is in place. The freaking thing over here is in place. What day is it today? It's Saturday, right? Yes. Okay. So I think tomorrow we're gonna be working on the connection between this guy all the way over here, right? To bring you back over here. Right now I'm working on the selection panel, and then I'll probably do the loot tables as well before stream tomorrow. But we're actually doing pretty well, right? And then over here, this is where we have that room, right? And I'll probably put like the mob banks in here, because I mean we now have a hole that's not being used. So I'll probably have them sit in here, and then we'll bring the mobs in over here. And then I also need, this is also something that we need to figure out today. It's how are we gonna dispense some iron golem in here? I mean, the setup is here, right? I want to drop them through the ceiling, so that if you come in through if you come in the dungeon, you see the iron golem dropping down from the ceiling, and this is set up that there's like a couple of ways he can. So first of all, deployers might work. No, for two reasons. Well, yes, you can build iron golems with deployers. Yes, but a player built iron golem is not going to attack a player. So if you build it using deployers, the game sees that as a player built or player spawned iron golem, so it doesn't attack you once you attack it. So what we're gonna do is we have some villagers set up, and we're gonna just pick the iron golems that spawn from here. Because if you attack this guy, he's gonna attack you back. But yes, so this is set up so that he can get out over here, he can get out over here, he can get out over here. Like there's a few spaces he can get out, but there's other spaces like here, he's just gonna stand here. Now you might think you're safe. You are not. He can reach you from here. So I think that I haven't really gotten the strategy down, but I think it's running around, right? You've got some pots that you can break, running around, and just hitting it. Putting a warden in it, I don't think wardens would be that fun to fight because they don't really get all that much loot from here. They get one iron sword and a shield. That's it. They'll have to fight this guy with a shield and an iron sword. And like an iron golem can hit you hard without armor. It's something, all right. So my idea was to put them in a chamber with like a piston extender underneath, or a mechanical piston underneath, and then just take out the floor below them and drop them down. But that's something I'll have to figure out later. Iron Golem's 2 or 3 shot. Yeah, I think it's a 2 shot with no armor, and so you've got a bit of a. So there's two things to fighting an Iron Golem. One, they're slow. They can only reach up 3 blocks. There's nothing I can do about their speed. I could give them a speed potion, but like that's not something. So there's nothing I can do about their speed. But the players don't have anything to go up on, right? They won't get blocks, or at least not from me. That is, maybe they'll figure a way out to cheat the system, but they're not getting blocks from me. If they do, I mean, they could make blocks using the bricks from the decorated pots, but I don't know if that's their. Does the cage drop down? No, it's gonna stay this way. It's gonna stay this way because I do want it to be able to get out. It's just decorative. Yeah, no, the only thing you can do is just fight it. Because you're not going to be able to get out of the room. This door is going to close back up. So once you're in, you're stuck. So it's not going to attack you immediately. It's only going to attack you when you attack it. But this is going to be a door. It's going to be barred. And there's going to be a door on that side as well. So you will have to attack it. Otherwise, you cannot get out. What you could do is stack up on food, right? Maybe I should avoid, like, I should create, like, have like a false ceiling in here using, like, I don't know, glass, so that they cannot stack up on with blocks. Maybe that's the way to do it. But then I would have to do it for the entire room, which is not what I want to do. Because yes, they could collect bricks, you know, but they could come like this. They will have a sword, hit this, and they'll get bricks, and that's a brick block, right? So they could just use that to build up, which might actually be a tactic, really. Not to build up. No, I don't think. If you have to tell them that's poor game design, uh, you want them to not be able to do it. If they're able to do it, that means it's game design. So now we have to design, and now we have to decide: do we let them use whatever they have, right? When the door is when the door closed, the iron golem is in there. Ceiling pushed down. That's a lot, dude. That's a lot of moving parts. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go back to the creative world and see if we can figure something out. Slow drill ceiling. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. So this is the room. So this is what it's gonna be like in the end. So you'll need a key to get in here, from this side, right? You'll need a key to get in here, and you'll need a key to get out. So once you're in here, you're stuck, right? My initial idea was we use these copycat flat panes in between these blocks, right? And we have them, I don't know, we stack them up with something transparent, I guess. Why can I not? Is that a ghost block? It's not. Huh? What? What's going on? Oh, it's because it's only half a block, right? Okay, makes sense actually. That chamber looks cool. Thank you. But what we could do is like have, or we could. Oh no, even better. I've got a better idea. Waxed. I need a waxed oxidized copper. Because this would like it will break up the room, but it does give them, it does avoid, like you can't go up higher than 2. This kind of like the room loses its purpose though. What about inside the case? Yeah, but I feel like once you're inside the case, building up is, I mean, he's close by at all time at that point, right? He's close at any point once you're in the cage, right? Where is she? Iron Golem. So he's gonna spawn there. This is gonna be a really bad idea, but see, if you spawn it, it's just, I don't know. If the players are creative enough to make blocks with they earn, they should be able to use that. Yeah, I know. That's, but I don't. I want them. I want to avoid them doing it too much. You know. What do you mean by mob bank? Oh, dude, what a question. Let me show you. Let me show you the results of today's work. That is a good picture. This is a mob bank. It holds 20 beasts. So basically, every minecart that you have is going to have a mob. In this case, it'll be 20 witches. And two of them on each side is going to be dispensed at the same time. And then, boom. And then they're primed and ready. So we have it primed so that the next ones are ready to go as well. So if we hit this guy again, it's going to dispense the other guys and it's going to prime the third row. Now let's say we load it back up with another one. So this is our input. You'll see that this guy is now primed to have this guy. And then this guy is still on the third. And then if I make it symmetrical again, you'll see that this guy gets primed. And for some reason, that guy doesn't get the... Oh yeah, right. Wait, I think I found a mistake in our design. Now it's going to dispense 4. Yeah, I found it. Oh, I found a mistake in our design. They're going to build this in survival. That's the plan, yes. So it always needs to be filled up or completely empty. Which is not a problem. I can live with that. It is your design. Yeah, we did it. I had a similar thing on an old world that I had laying around. That's vanilla, and we made it into this. We basically expanded it in the long way and then mirrored it on the other side. Any more questions? Are you gonna build this in survival? Well, yes, we are gonna build not all of this world, but all of this is gonna be built in survival. And honestly, we're nearly there. Like everything that you see over here, except for that bit up top there, is in place right now. We have it all. Now is the logistic stuff. We need to figure out a way to get from here over there, and then we need to load in the mobs. So we do this guy. Is this kind of like Mumbo's villagers trading? Probably. I guess so. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Is there going to be an entry fee to the dungeon? Nope. It's going to be completely free. People are going to be completely free to play this whenever they want. They also don't have to play it if they don't want to. This is honestly, this entire thing is just me figuring out a way how to use Create to make something that's not a farm. It looks like work for computer from CC Tweetmon. What? Be easier. I don't know. Will the dungeon be fully automatic in a sense of refilling and restocking? If I go over here, no. If I go, oh wait, the farms are gone. Wait, no. Oh yeah, look. We are restocking everything. Yes, automatically. So if you look at like the pots and stuff, all these frog ports are either placing pots or filling the pots, or filling barrels or chests, whatever, right? So yes, once it's done, I should be able to just let it go and have them play. Maybe like the one time maintenance when Foxy finally breaks it, maybe. But yes, should be able to play it normally. What was I gonna do? What else do I have to do? I have a to-do list for this weekend. Honestly, I ticked off quite a bit from the to-do list today. Um, Looks good. We can take that one off. That's the bank. I've got a design now that I can use. Right. I think we're good. Right. I think that's about it. I greatly appreciate you streaming on YouTube. No one else does. I dual stream. I stream both on YouTube and on Twitch. I do have to say that most of the automational things, or most of like the interactive things on my stream, like the printer, like the little hats that you can usually put on me. It's not today. The hats are broken today, so don't use them. Um, most of those are Twitch based though. So you should add a secret room that is only accessible for the players who obtain bricks. Shh. Shh. That is not. There's no secret room at all. There's no secret room at all. Definitely not. Definitely not a secret room. Definitely not the secret room. uh, um, link to the mod pack is broken. Sends me to go. Yeah, I know. I should fix that. I should fix that. Um, it never existed. Indeed. You know what I'm gonna do today, though. I first of all, I need to do some more recording, so I'm gonna head off. But I am gonna raid Trollash. Trollash is live. I'm gonna raid into him, so you guys can go and say hi. Tell them I said hi, and that we are not gonna give out any secrets. Also, for the people over on YouTube, uh, you will get a link to Trollash's Twitch page. So do be a nice person. Go and say hi. You don't have to stay if you don't want to, or if you have other things to do. But it's always good to say hi. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.
Plus a couple